Hello student. Yeah, in the last classes, we discussed so many concepts, right? Related with the acids, related with the bases. And also in the last class, we discussed about the salt also, right? Some of the salts also we discussed. What are the salts we discussed? In the last class, we discussed about the sodium chloride as well as we discussed about the sodium hydroxide, how we are going to manufacture the sodium chloride, and also we discussed how we are going to manufacture the sodium hydroxide. In today's class, we are going to discuss with some other salts and their properties and the uses of that salt. Shall we start discussing with the salts? Yes. In that salt, first we are going to discuss about the washing soda. This is also the one of the important salt that we are going to use in our daily life. Did you know that? What is the formula of the washing soda? Daily we are going to use the washing soda, right? To wash our clothes, to remove the dust particles, or to remove the grease in the cloths, right? We are going to use the washing soda. But did you know that what is the formula of the washing soda? No, you never think that, right? You are never going to think what is the formula of the washing soda. And also you will never think that how they are going to manufacture the washing soda, right? Today we are going to discuss about these two concepts. One is what is the formula of the washing soda, and the second one is how we are going to manufacture the washing soda. If you see the first question answer, what is the formula of the washing soda? The formula of the washing soda is Na2CO3 10H2O. This is the formula of the washing soda. What is the formula of the washing soda? The formula of the washing soda is Na2CO3 10H2O. And what is the name of the name of this Na2CO3 10H2O is sodium carbonate decahydride. Na refers to sodium, CO3 refers to carbonate, and 10H2O. 10 tells the deca and H2O indicates the hydrate. Therefore, what is the formula of the washing soda? The formula of the washing soda is Na2CO3 10H2O. And what is the name of the washing soda? Sodium carbonate decahydride. Did you know this concept? What is the formula of the washing soda? And what is the name colored for the washing soda? No, right? Today you just get the name of that. After getting the formula of the washing soda, now we are going to discuss about how we are going to prepare this washing soda. Okay, what are the methods involved in the preparation of the washing soda? If you see, mainly there are 3 steps. How many steps are there for the preparation of washing soda? Mainly we have 3 steps for the manufacture of the washing soda. What are the 3 steps? Now we will see one by one. In the first step, we want to take sodium chloride, NaCl means sodium chloride, and we want to react that sodium chloride with ammonia, NH3. First we want to take sodium chloride, that we want to react with ammonia, after water, and finally we want to pass the carbon dioxide gas. What we are going to do? First we want to take sodium chloride, to that we want to pass ammonia, then water and carbon dioxide. All these 4 react each other to form the new product, that is sodium hydrogen carbonate. What is the product you get? You get the product name is sodium hydrogen carbonate. Otherwise, the sodium hydrogen carbonate is also called as sodium bicarbonate. We can call sodium hydrogen carbonate, or otherwise we can call sodium bicarbonate. One product is sodium hydrogen carbonate is obtained, and the another product you get as ammonium chloride. These are the two products you will get when the combination of that four reactants. What are the four reactants? The first is sodium chloride plus ammonia plus water and carbon dioxide. These four are combined each other to form the two products. In that, the first one is sodium hydrogen carbonate and the second one is ammonium chloride. This is the first step. After discussing of the first step, in the second step, this again the same sodium hydrogen carbonate, if we are going to heat it, okay, just we are going to heat the obtained product. If you are going to heat the product, that is sodium hydrogen carbonate, it splits into sodium carbonate plus carbon dioxide gas is evolved and water is liberated. What we are going to do in the second step? In the second step, simply the obtained product, if we are going to heat it, the obtained product, if we are going to heat it, it forms sodium carbonate plus carbon dioxide gas is evolved and water is liberated. This is the second step. After that, in the last step, the third step for the manufacture of the washing soda is here the obtained product, that is sodium carbonate. If that sodium carbonate, if it is reacted with the 10 molecules of the water, then you will get the product of the sodium carbonate 10H2O. This is what you get as a washing soda. Understood how you get the washing soda? What is the formula and what are the methods? One more time, I just repeat the three methods. In the first method, sodium chloride plus ammonia plus water plus carbon dioxide give rise to sodium hydrogen carbonate plus ammonium chloride is liberated. After that, in the second process, the sodium hydrogen carbonate, if it is heated, it forms sodium carbonate plus carbon dioxide and water is liberated. After that, when the sodium carbonate, if it is reacted with the 10 molecules of the water, it forms sodium carbonate and 10 molecules of the water. Therefore, this is the formula of the washing soda, and these are the three important methods for the preparation of the washing soda. Understood? Understood the formula and the method of preparation of washing soda? After discussing with the preparation of washing soda, now we are going to see about properties of washing soda and also the some of the uses of washing soda. First, we are going to discuss about the properties. After discussing about the properties, next we are going to see about the uses. Understood? First, now we are going to see some of the important properties of the washing soda. The first property, the washing soda is a transparent crystalline solid. It's true, right? If you see the washing soda, it is in crystal. Okay, transparent crystalline solid. This is the first property of the washing soda. After that, the washing soda is one of the few metal carbonates which are soluble in water. Definitely, if you put some of the washing soda to the water, what happens? It dissolves in the water. The first point, the washing soda is a transparent crystal. Second point, the washing soda is easily soluble in the water. Third point, the solution of washing soda in water is an alkaline which turns the red litmus to blue. This property I show in the video, right? If that washing soda, that means the washing solution, washing powder solution, if you put the red litmus paper to that, it turns the blue. The conversion from the red to the blue litmus paper, it tells that the washing soda is an alkaline. That means it is an base. Okay. And the last property, detergent property. Okay, if you see the washing powder, it is used as a detergent property. It is used to clean the cloth, right? These are the 4 important properties of the washing soda. What are the 4 important properties of washing soda? First one, the washing powder is an crystalline solid. This is the first point. Second point, washing soda is soluble in the water. Third point, washing powder solution turns the red litmus paper to the blue. It indicates that the washing powder solution is an base. And the fourth point, the washing powder is used as a detergent character. These are the 4 important properties of the washing soda. After discussing with the properties of washing soda, now we are going to discuss about the uses, where we are going to use this washing soda. If you see, we have so many uses for the washing soda, right? Shall we discuss now? Okay. The first is the sodium carbonate, that means washing soda, is used as a cleaning agent. This point you already know. The sodium carbonate is used as a cleaning agent for domestic purposes like washing clothes. Sodium carbonate is also used in many of the dry soap powders. Okay, this washing powder, the sodium carbonate, is used in many of the dry soap powders. Okay, this is also the one of the use. Second point, the sodium carbonate is used for removing the permanent hardness of the water. Okay, to remove the hardness. Okay, to remove the hardness of the water also we are going to use the sodium carbonate. And also the sodium carbonate is used in the manufacture of glass, soap and paper. Where we are going to use the sodium carbonate? The sodium carbonate is also used in the manufactures of the soap, paper industries. And the last point, the sodium carbonate is used in the manufacture of the sodium compounds such as borax. Okay, if you see the borax glass, in that also they are going to use this sodium carbonate. These are the some of the uses of the sodium carbonate. What are the uses we discussed? It is used in the cleaning agent. It is used to remove the hardness in water. It is used in the sodium components. These are the some of the uses of the sodium carbonate. After that, now we are going to discuss about the baking soda. That is the next important salt. What we are going to discuss is about the baking soda. First of all, we want to know what is the formula of the baking soda. What is the formula of the baking soda? The formula of the baking soda is NaHCO3. That is sodium bicarbonate. Okay, or otherwise sodium hydrogen carbonate is the formula of the baking soda. What is the formula of the baking soda? The formula of the baking soda is NaHCO3. How we are going to prepare? The first step for the manufacture of the washing soda. With the help of the first step of the manufacture of the washing soda, we are going to prepare the baking soda. How we are going to prepare the baking soda? Same, the first method. When that sodium chloride, if it is reacted with the ammonia, water and carbon dioxide, it forms sodium hydrogen carbonate and ammonium chloride is liberated. Here the sodium hydrogen carbonate is only the formula for the baking soda. Okay, after discussing the proper how we are going to prepare this one, where we are going to use the baking soda? You can tell where we are going to use the baking soda. Almost all the bakery products like cake, puff, okay, so many biscuits, almost all. For cooking purposes, we are going to use baking soda, right? For making the pakodas, bhajis. Like that, we are going to use the baking soda. Why we are going to use this baking soda for the preparation of the cake, pakodas or bhajis or puff? What is the main reason? What is the main reason why we are going to use this baking powder or baking soda in the preparations of the cake? Okay, if you see why we are going to use this baking soda means, you know that, okay, if you want to get that cake in the pulpy form, that in the contract form, we want some of the gas that should be present in the cake. Okay, if you are going to add the baking soda in the manufacture of the cake, it liberates some of the carbon dioxide gas. Okay, that gas is present in that cake, that's why you will get the spongy nature. Okay, spongy nature of the cake. And also the another one use of this baking soda is, it is used in the fire extinguisher. Okay, if you see in your school also, the fire extinguisher device is put, right? In that fire extinguisher also we are going to use this baking soda. How we are going to use this means, consider that in that baking soda cylinder, that fire extinguisher cylinder, in the bottom layer, it should be the baking soda is present. Okay, baking soda is present in the bottom layer. And the sulfuric acid, okay, the sulfuric acid gas is present in the top layer. In the bottom layer, baking soda is present. In the top layer, the sulfuric acid is present. If we are going to trigger that cylinder, what happens? That H2SO4 is dropped to the baking soda. When that baking soda, if it is reacted with the sulfuric acid, it produces carbon dioxide gas. Due to the liberation of the carbon dioxide gas, the carbon dioxide gas stops the firing. Okay, that gas liberated from the fire extinguisher is going to stop the firing. These are some of the uses of the baking soda. We discussed the uses. Therefore, what are the properties of this baking soda? We discussed about the uses of baking soda, right? Therefore, what are the properties? If you see the properties, the first property is the sodium hydrogen carbonate is used as an antacid in medicine to remove the acidity of the stomach. This concept of the starting of the chapter only we are discussing, that neutralization reaction, right? Here, for doing the neutralization reaction, we are going to use the baking soda. Second point, the sodium hydrogen carbonate is used for making the baking powder, that is cake, and wherever we are going to use that, we are going to use it. And also if you see the properties, the sodium hydrogen carbonate consists of white crystals which are sparingly soluble in water. If you see the baking soda that present in your home, it is white crystals and also it is easily soluble in the water. Next point, the sodium hydrogen carbonate is mild, non-corrosive base. If you see that, it is a non-corrosive base. And the solution of the sodium hydrogen in the water are mildly alkaline. That means it is basic. When you are going to add the baking soda in the water, it shows the characteristics of the basic. This all about the baking soda. After discussing with the baking soda, now we are going to discuss with the next important salt, that is bleaching powder. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the bleaching powder. This is also the one of the important salt. What is the formula of this salt? If you see that what is the formula of this salt means, the formula is calcium oxychloride, CaOCl2. The formula is CaOCl2. And what is the name of that one? Calcium. Ca represents calcium, O represents oxy, and Cl2 represents the chlorine. Therefore, what is the full name of that one? Calcium oxychloride. The formula of the bleaching powder is calcium oxychloride. How we are going to prepare this calcium oxychloride? If you see how we are going to prepare this calcium oxychloride means, when calcium hydroxide, CaOH twice. What is the name? What is the formula of the calcium hydroxide? The formula of the calcium hydroxide is CaOH twice. That calcium hydroxide, if it is reacted with the chlorine, it forms calcium oxychloride. That is the formula of the bleaching powder. What is the formula of the bleaching powder? CaOCl2. Calcium oxychloride plus water is removed. What is the second byproduct of this reaction? That is water. Therefore, when calcium oxychloride, that means calcium hydroxide, if it is reacted with the chlorine, it forms calcium oxychloride. This is the bleaching powder, and also the water is removed. This is how we are going to prepare the bleaching powder. Where we are going to use this bleaching powder? Nowadays, due to this corona situation, we are going to use lot amount of the bleaching powder, right? Due to the presence of the chlorine. Okay, due to the presence of the chlorine element, nowadays we are going to use lot amount of the bleaching powder. With the use of the bleaching powder, we are going to kill some of the microorganisms, some of the viruses, and some of the bacteria are killed. That's why we are going to use nowadays the bleaching powder for everywhere, in the drainages, in the garbages. Okay, where are the insufficient materials are present means, there we are going to use now the bleaching powder. And also the another one use, we are going to purify the water. When we are going to do the purification of water also, we are going to use this bleaching powder. Okay, in the treatment of water. In the treatment of water, we are going to use the bleaching powder. If you see the property of the bleaching powder, this bleaching powder is also in white amorphous. Okay, if you see the bleaching powder, it is not in the crystalline form. It is in the amorphous form. And also if it is going to dissolve it in water, it not dissolves. Okay, it not completely dissolves in water. Okay, these are the some of the property of the bleaching powder and also some of the uses of the bleaching powder. After that, next we are going to discuss about the last salt of this chapter, that is plaster of Paris. Oh, what is that we getting from this from the Paris? That's why they given the name of the plaster of Paris. Yes. Mainly this plaster of Paris is synthesized in the Paris only. Okay, where we are going to use this plaster of Paris? If you see, if any of the damages, okay, if you have any of the damages in your bones or in any of the body part, we are going to put the plaster of Paris to recover it, right? Before we are going to use the cement. Okay, nowadays the cement is replaced by the plaster of Paris. What is the formula of the plaster of Paris? And also how we are going to prepare this one plaster of Paris? If you see, first of all, what is the formula of the plaster of Paris means, the formula of the plaster of Paris is CaSO4 of H2O. Only of, you want to remember that, you want to write of only. If you written 1, the marks is dumber. Okay, therefore you want to write properly that the formula of the plaster of Paris is calcium sulfate of H2O. This is the formula of the plaster of Paris. How we are going to prepare this plaster of Paris? If you see how we are going to prepare the plaster of Paris means, if the calcium sulfate with 2 molecules of the water, if you are going to heat at 100 degrees Celsius, what we are going to do? If the calcium sulfate with 2 molecules of the water is heated, calcium sulfate with 2 molecules of the water is heated, it forms calcium sulfate and half molecules of the water is present and the 1.5 molecules of the water is liberated. This is how we are going to use the how we are going to prepare the plaster of Paris. Where we are going to use this plaster of Paris? If you see nowadays almost all clay articles, or if you see the statues, okay, if you see the statues of Ganapati or any other god or goddesses, they are going to prepare that statue by the use of the plaster of Paris. And also I said that the plaster of Paris are used in the medical field so much. With any of the bone damages or any of the part get damaged, there we are going to use the plaster of Paris. Understood? What are the uses of the plaster of Paris? And the last concept of this chapter is the water of crystallization. Okay, this is the last concept of this chapter. What is this water of crystallization means? The water molecules which form the part of structure of crystals. Okay, consider that if in a crystal, if any amount of the water is present, then that we call it as in water of crystallization. In the crystallization process, if any small amount of the water is present, then that we call it as in water of crystallization. This completes your topic acids, bases and salt. One time I just give what are the things we discussed. First, we discussed about the acids, definition. After definition, we see the physical properties of acids, chemical properties of the acids. After that, we discussed about the base. In the base also, we discussed physical and chemical property. What are the strong base, strong acid, weak base, weak acid. After that, we discussed about the strength of the acid and bases using pH scale. After, what are the uses of this pH scale in the everyday life? And finally, we discussed with the salt. In the salt, first we discussed about the sodium chloride. After that, sodium hydroxide. Then washing soda, baking soda, bleaching powder, plaster of Paris, and finally with the water of crystallization. This all are the topic what we discussed in this lesson: acid, bases and salt. I hope you understand the concept and you understand the chapter easily. Is it clear, students? Is it clear for everyone? I hope you understand the lesson properly. And in the next class, we are going to start with the new lesson with the more information. Okay? Up to that, bye everyone.